Alright, today I'm going to show you my loadout. This is what I load out with every time I go out on a detecting trip. Alright, today I'm going to share with you my loadout. This is the stuff that I grab on a typical detecting trip, especially a place like this. I start with unhooking this right out of the closet. This hooks inside my closet. I just unhook it, and everything I need is kind of right here. Walk down to the truck, throw this in the truck, along with the machine, pair of boots, a digger, and I'm off. So everything that I kind of need is in this system right here. I'm going to show you this. This is kind of overkill for a lot of people. I'm a paramedic, firefighter, so a little over-prepared as far as medical stuff goes. Let's take a look at what I take on a typical trip. By the way, this is pretty heavy. It weighs about 20 pounds. It's not too heavy for me. It's only heavy on the way out. Everything's always uphill on the way out, right? So it makes for a long hike out, but it's something I'm used to after all these years. So let's take a look at it real quick. So when I take this off, you can see that my knee pads are right here already. My knee pads are tactical style knee pads. I like the ones that are small like this with the two straps. I take the back of these and I rubber coat them. You can buy rubber coating spray at Home Depot or anywhere. I spray the cloth on the back with the rubber coating that's clear. I do that for a couple of reasons. One, so it won't slip. It also makes it waterproof, and it also makes it so that stickers and stuff can't get into the cloth and get stuck in there. So really good idea just to waterproof the back of your knee pads. And like I said, they clip right in here. The pack system itself, we'll start on the right side. So my right hip is right here. Let's go ahead and put it on real quick and I'll show you what it looks like. This is what you call a bra strap right here, a cross strap. So this is kind of my whole system right here that I walk around with. Like I say, I'm used to it. This normally is mounted right here, upside down, so that I can pop this blade out if I need to. And then normally over here, I have a GoPro mounted. I just don't have them on here right now, but that's my typical setup on the front parts right here. This device here, which we'll talk about in a second, is usually strapped somewhere else on me. Sometimes I'll put it down here, or I'll put it in the detecting pants that I wear a lot, have a little ring down here. I'll put it on the ring, but I always have it on me somewhere. We'll talk about that in a second. But other than that, this is what the system looks like. Let's go ahead and take it off and start going through everything and see what all it's comprised of. All right. So we'll start on my right hip, right here. This is my gun, pistol. When I'm out in places like this, in the middle of nowhere, I have a pistol with me, 9mm. And in my county, I'm licensed to carry this concealed, but I know my laws in other areas where I'm allowed to have this. For example, if I'm fishing in state parks, and there's all kinds of laws about how to carry. Make sure you understand how to carry your weapon if you're going to carry a weapon. Next to that, I have this container right here with my water in it. So my water is always right here behind my gun. Pop it out, and you can see there's some tape on here. We talked about that in a couple videos ago. I talked about the tape. You want to have this tape around the base of your water bottle so that if you ever need tape in the field, you could pop some tape off and make a quick little repair or fix something that broke. You never know where you might need tape. Tape is really cool to have, and I just put it on my water bottle. That way I always have it. I use a thermos style insulated water bottle, and it fits perfect right inside this case. The case is made by Camelback, and I just zip it up, and it stays nice and cooled all day. The water stays cool all day. And let's go to the top section up here. This will be up on my back up here. A couple different containers here. So this first one on the outside has a pair of binoculars in here, and these are 8x21 Barska, and I also have some cleaners in here so that I can clean the lenses if I need to. Nice to have these handy, and I use them all the time. You can see I have a cleaning cloth in here, but that's my binocular pouch. And it also makes it easy for me to walk over to somebody I'm with and ask them to grab my binoculars out of the top small container, and they're able to just unzip it and pop them right out for me. The next container over here, I have some survival stuff in here. So I have a pair of wire cutters, needle nose plier combination, side cutter. I have just an all-purpose tool here, titanium. It has all the typical, screwdriver and toothpick and just all that. It's a multi-tool. Has like 30 different uses. I also have a fire starter stick and a wire saw to cut through wood. It's a wire saw. And then a tick removal tool to take ticks out. So that's all in that area. And then inside this pouch, I usually have food and snacks in here, but I have a couple inhalers in here. Got all kinds of snacks and food inside here. Stuff I like is little fruit bars and like these jerky sticks and stuff. These are really good. Quick energy and protein. The two most important things in this whole system are in my hand right here. They're very inexpensive. You should have two of these on you at all times. And I can't tell you how many times I've had to grab this out and that I was so happy that I had these, and how many times that I had to get one out for a friend and loan it to them, and I had mine as well, or how many times I didn't have these and regretted every second of it and had to go home early. And these are just mosquito nets. They go right over your head. And you never know when you're going to need this. Out here, right around half hour before dark, all the way into about an hour past dark, the mosquitoes pull up in a truck and get out. I mean, there's so many of them, it's crazy. So they're so inexpensive, so lightweight and small. Get yourself two of these and just carry them with you at all times. Two, because one is for a friend if they forget one. And secondly, so you have one ready for yourself at all times. That's it for that container. So now we go to down here low in my back down here. I have a first aid kit down there. You can see this means no known drug allergies, NKDA. My blood type A positive, and to indicate to people that I'm a paramedic. Let's open this up and take a look inside. Like I said, it's way overkill for most people, but you just never know. You don't need to have all this, but I like having it. So I have an Israeli bandage. Look that up. These are really cool, inexpensive, and absolutely life-saving. You need to have one of these. An emergency blanket. This is a thermal blanket. I have some different medications in here. I have some chewable aspirin, some nitroglycerin tablets, and some Benadryl, and cimetidine, all inside here. And allergy pills. This is more of a survival thing. It's one of those bracelets made of paracord. When you unravel it, it's like 30 or 40 feet of paracord. It also has a compass built into it right here. Some medical tape, some tweezers, some trauma shears. There's all kinds of gauze in here, if you can see it. Bandages, alcohol wipes, all in this section. Up here, very important, I have bleed stop, or you could use quick clot. This is something that is so easy to carry and have with you. You just never know if you have a gash or a laceration and it's bleeding. Pour some of this onto it and it will stop the bleeding. It just cauterizes it on contact. This is good stuff. The military uses it, soldiers carry it, and it's so lightweight and small and easy to carry. Get yourself a couple of these and carry them with you. some after-bite ointment. These are rubber gloves, exam gloves. This is an emergency dental repair kit, so if you lose a cap or a tooth, again, it's so lightweight, so small, why not? If you lose a filling or a cap or you're out in the middle of nowhere, you could probably fix it with this temporarily at least. It's Q-tips. And then a waterproof poncho. This is a bunch of different burn dressings, gauze, and alcohol wipes, and iodine wipes, all inside one package, and some Band-Aids too, just regular Band-Aids, all sealed in a package. In here, this little front zip section, I have a sewing kit. This is like a military style sewing repair kit. It has buttons and thread and needles and all that stuff. A signaling mirror, and just a bunch of safety pins. So that's pretty much it for the first aid kit. So lastly, over here on my left hip, I have a pouch on here. This is a mag dump pouch. And it's large enough that I can keep my tools inside here, my digging tools, my fines container, my gloves, and a little brush that I can use to clean things with. Inside here, I also have another brush in here, and I also have a wooden, you can take a look at this, just a wooden golf tee that you can use to clean things with and get down in and pick dirt out of stuff with this. Always nice to have that with you. And then for digging tools, right? Just walking out the door, it depends on what I'm doing, where I'm going, what machine I have, what coil I have, what kind of detecting, prospecting I'm doing that day. But usually it's one of these style diggers right here. This is like for grass or lawns, and this is for just dirt. Both of them have root cutters on the edges. Sometimes I use this. Again, it's got the root cutters on the edges. If I really need to move some earth, I'll bring this cool shovel right here, which does come down a little bit and open up a little bit, so it's nice and compact and super strong. Just a really nice tool this is. And when I get real serious out here in the California gold country, I bring this. So this tool has some magnets on it, and I can kind of scrape through some dirt, and nails will just jump right up on these magnets, and I'm able to, clear a little area where I can swing the machine a little, where I wouldn't be able to without this. And then boots. So most of the year I wear these snake boots, and I've seen rattlesnakes and many other snakes all within 50 feet of where I'm standing right now over the years several times. And when I have my snake boots on, I have peace of mind. I have my headphones on. I don't even think about snakes. I probably walk over them all the time. I probably step on them or near them, and I don't even look down, or I don't have to. Total peace of mind. I can't remember too many times that I've actually had a rattlesnake start warning me where I actually heard it. So a lot of times I probably don't even hear it with my headphones on, and like I said, I don't think about it. I am conscious when I kneel down and I get down low underneath the front of a rock, or if I reach around somewhere where a snake could be, I'm careful. But with these on, I just walk haphazardly and don't even think about it. And then we're in the winter right now. You wouldn't know it, but it's winter time. And these are nice to have. They don't have any metal in them at all. So when I'm prospecting, I don't have to worry about my PI gold machines here in my boots because there's no metal in them. They're very comfortable. They're insulated and waterproof and just good and grippy. I did a review on these one time on the channel. I'll put a link to that up here right now. You can take a look at that, the review on these. I highly recommend these. Super good boot. Very happy with that. And pretty much that's it for my whole loadout, guys. And it's just, all of it's lightweight. It's so easy to carry. There's no reason for me not to carry it. The only weight that I have in this whole system is from my pistol and the digging tools and the water. That's most of the weight in this system here. The emergency survival and first aid stuff is minimal weight to carry, so why not? All right, so this is an emergency satellite beacon system. So as long as you have a clear view of the sky, no matter where you're at in the world, this thing will work, and it will send text messages to anybody that you want to text, like you would just normally use your phone, except you use this. And I use this to send text messages to friends and family and let people know how I'm doing. It also has an SOS feature where I can just flip open this and hit a button in here and immediately call for help, and they'll send a helicopter or local law enforcement to come check you out and see what's going on, knowing that it's an emergency. It has a couple other features where you can do cookie crumbs of where you've been, where you're walking, all that stuff. It's just nice to have this. It's good peace of mind. We don't have cell service out here where I'm at today, so it's always good to have this with you. You just never know. It's just one more thing that's super lightweight, easy to carry, and why not, right? So that's another thing I always have with me. All right, that's it for the video. I appreciate you guys hanging out. If you have any questions or comments, go down below in the comments section. Ask questions down there, leave comments. I'll read every one of them and respond to all of them. You can also subscribe if you like this kind of content. And I appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging out with me. I'll see you at the next video. I'm gonna check out some of the stuff that my buddy Tom found here. It says that he sorted through a whole bunch of it, so let's see if you can figure out where his pile is. His sort pile. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's take a look over here. Look at this. Cowbells. Spoons. Look at all these spoons. Forks, just all kinds of old silverware, a meat cleaver. Look at all this stuff. Another meat cleaver. Opium tins, all that is just all opium tin parts from the Chinese miners that were out here. It was a box, they had a lid on it on the top that usually has stamps on it with some Chinese characters, but you can see they were boxes. It's all opium tin parts. These old irons. Look at the old irons here, but one of them still has a handle on it. Wow. I mean, you could use that. Wow. Nice. What else we got down here? Square nail pile. Wow. Epic. And look at all the broken glass. Big square nails in there. Look at the size of those. And then just so much other stuff that hasn't been sorted through. Or maybe this is just a straight trash pile right here. What else we got? Bullet casings, shotgun shells, whole bucket full. And an old frying pan. All kinds of stuff in here. Aluminum. More unknown doodads over here. Clock parts right here. Harmonica reeds. Yeah, look at all this stuff. Some shears. Just so much cutting tools and big iron tools. Look at the shovels and rakes. Sluice rake. And then, oh, look at all these cleats down here for the wagons and stuff. For the freighter wagons. These would go on the sides of the wagons, and then wood slats would go into those. All kinds of tools down here and spikes. Wow. Rings. Look at all the rings down here. Horseshoes. Donkey shoes. Everything down here. Even ox shoes. It's all down here. Wow. So much stuff. Stove parts galore down here. All kinds of stove parts. Wow. Picks. Look at all the picks. Oh man, look at all those picks. Some of these are probably stamped undoubtedly, but I don't see any stamps yet, but I'm sure some of these are stamped. Yep, there's one. It's got a stamp on it right there. See if you can read that. So a lot of times that stamp is not the blacksmith like we used to think it was. A lot of times it's the merchant that had the blacksmith make them. We'll put the merchant's name on the picks. Anyway, look at all the axe heads down here. Hatchets, axe heads. Look at this one. It's more of a modern tool, I think. Anyway, wow. So much stuff. Barrel straps. Look at all this stuff. And then plowshares, discs off of a plow disc. Well, it's a big undertaking to try to separate all this out, but neat to come see it like this. This is years of metal detecting out here. All right. Let's roll out of here. Sun's going down. Thanks for hanging out, guys, and for watching a little bonus piece there. Looking at some of the stuff Tom dug and his sort piles. Catch you guys later.